Okay, so Watobians, this evening we are going to tackle the 5-number summary and box and whisker plots. Just pop in the chat for me a thumbs up if you've done the 5-number summary and the box and whisker plot. Just put a little thumbs up, and if you haven't done it, just put a thumbs down. Just want to see where the class is at with this and how much exposure you've had. Okay, so a little bit. Oh, you wrote a test. Gosh. I hope your test went well. Isa, if you've done box and whisker, then you've done 5-number as well, because the two are closely related. Okay, if you haven't done it yet, not to worry. We are kind of going to introduce it. It's not a difficult thing. Just listen carefully to everything I explain. And also, new Watobians, please head over to our website for any recordings of our previous lessons. So far we've done the mean, median, mode, range, all that stuff, and then we also did the estimated mean for group data, and today we're doing this, and I can't remember what we are doing. We're just going to do lots of interpretation, like exam type questions on Thursday. Thursday we have another quiz again. Okay, but let's kick off. Let's have a look at quartiles and this idea of quartiles. When you hear the word quartile, what other word does it remind you of? Just pop it in the chat. What word does it remind you of? Quartile, four, quarter. Yeah, it's related to the number 4, quartile, quarter. But yeah, anything related to a 4, it's got to do with the number 4. So basically what it is we take a set of data and we divide it into 4 parts. So if I have 12 data values and I divide it into 12 parts, then there will be 3 of those data values in each part. Okay, so that means we end up with a lower quartile, an upper quartile, and then the median that we already know makes up the middle of the values. Okay, now it's best to just work with a example to kind of show you this, show how this works. Let me just move this out the way. Okay, so let's have a look at our data here. Consider the following sets of marks obtained on a class test out of 10 marks. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So can anyone tell me what number will be the median? What is the value of the median? Just pop it in the chat as well, if you know what the value of the median is. I will go back just now. We're just going to do this part first. 6. I agree. That is 6. Because the median is the middle. Okay, so that means we've divided our data into 2 parts. We have this part here, this half, and here's our other half. Now remember what we said about quartiles. We are dividing, when we are dividing the data into quarters, we're dividing it into 3 equal parts. So what will be the middle value of the lower part? That will be here. And that we call the lower quartile. That's the 4, you're right. Well done. And what will be the upper quartile then? That's 8. Well done. Ms. Coco, this class is also on fire. Upper quartile. And yes, you guys are very right. You can also call this Q1, Q2, and Q3. So it's lower quartile, median, upper quartile. And these are the 4 parts of the data, right? There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, so now there is this thing called the interquartile range. Does anyone know what the value of the interquartile range is? Interquartile range. That's right. The interquartile range is Q3 minus Q1, or upper quartile minus lower quartile, and that is 8 minus 4, and that gives me 4. Okay, so that's it. That's how we do it. We divide the data first. We find the median so that we can have our upper half of the data and the lower half of the data. Then we go again and we divide that in half. And then we can calculate the interquartile range. Right, so here's a little example for you to practice quickly. Yes, Yenzi. Yenzi has your hand up. I'm so lost. It's fine. Miss Coco is going to help you. Okay. Thanks, Miss Coco. Okay, everyone else, what's the first thing we need to do before we actually start? We can't just start straight away. We must do something first. Yes, Monica, what is it?
Ma'am, you have to rearrange from the smallest to the biggest.
That's right. Well done. Good job. Okay, so I hope everyone, yeah, Ntandukazi, we have to arrange from smallest to biggest first. Okay, I'm going back 5 seconds because everyone else has to do the question. Please take your screenshot quickly. Okay, there's the question, and you've got till 20 past to finish this. Okay, I'm going back one more time, everybody, and then please take your screenshot quickly. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Everyone else needs to see the data. Okay, so check that your data is in the correct order. Yes, just hold on, Shiraz. I'm just going to give everyone a chance to do this. Don't post answers yet. Okay, we've got 30 more seconds. I'm fine, thanks, Anu. It sounds worse than what it is. I'm fine, thank you, guys. Right, okay, pop the median in the chat for me. 61, well done. That's the median. Okay, lower quartile. 52, nice. I agree, that is 52. And then upper quartile. Yeah, that is 73. It's the upper quartile. And then our interquartile range is the upper quartile minus the lower quartile, and that is 21. Okay, wonderful. Good stuff, everybody. Excellent. Okay, so now we're going to take this and we're going to use it to plot this thing called the box and whisker plot. So the 5-number summary consists of the min, the max, the lower quartile, the median, and the upper quartile. And when we are done, we're going to have a diagram looking like this. And it represents, and it's got those data values represented on it. And it's going to give us an idea of how the data is dispersed or spread out. Okay. I'll just repeat this quickly for those of some people are saying that they are a little bit lost. Okay, so the median is our middle value, that's 61. You have to arrange your data from smallest to biggest first. Okay, otherwise you will have values that are very different from the correct answers. Then if we look at our lower data values, the lower half, the middle of that is the lower quartile, which is 52. And then the upper quartile is 70. The middle of the upper half of the data is the upper quartile, and that's 73. So you just look for the middle. And then the interquartile range is just the upper quartile minus the lower quartile, and that is 21. So 73 minus 52. Okay, we are doing more examples, so just just keep listening if you are a little bit lost. Also, if you're lost, it's really helpful for me if you ask a pretty specific question, like, I don't know how to find the upper quartile. So please try and rather phrase the question like that, because then I know exactly what it is that you need help with, instead of if I hear I'm so lost, I'm so confused or something like that, then I don't really know what you are lost or confused about. But it's really helpful for me when you say something specific that you're lost or confused about, because then I can go straight to the point. Okay, so here is our example. We've got our box and whisker plot that we're going to draw now. We're going to use the data for the shoe sizes. So we've got 7, 9, 8, etc. And there are 11 different people, 11 data values. So let's start now by just rearranging this data from smallest to biggest. So to save us time, I've done that already. And I'm just going to write the data down, and you are welcome to just copy this, because I think you guys all know how to arrange data from smallest to biggest. But it's important that you always do that, or always check first that the data is like that. Otherwise, it will give you the wrong results. Okay, I'm going to give you a chance just to copy that down. You're looking for positions and you're looking for values. Okay. Okay, at our school, we calculate the median, quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3. The median and quartile 2 is exactly the same thing, okay? The median is the middle, and that is quartile 2. And then quartile 1 is the lower quartile, and quartile 3 is the upper quartile. All the same thing, okay? So if you did do something different at school, just pop it in the chat and we can clear it up. But I promise you, it's all the same. Okay, so now we need to find our 5-number summary. This is ungrouped data because we have individual data values that we are working with, not a range of data values. Okay, so let's do our 5-number summary. I agree, the min is 3, the minimum value. The maximum value is going to be over here. That's 12. Let's locate our median, which is in the middle. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Am I missing a data value? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah. That's it. So our median, or Q2, is 7. Pop in the chat what your Q1 is. Q1. Oops. Didn't give you much of a chance. Sorry. And then our Q3. Q3 is 10. Okay, so those 5 numbers make up the 5-number summary. Okay, so now we are going to head on over to this bit here where we're actually going to draw the box and whisker plot. So what you need to do is take your ruler and maybe mark off about 6 centimeters and let each centimeter represent 2 units. You need to draw a line that's about 6 centimeters long and let 1 centimeter equal 2 units. Just look at the one that is on the screen. I've got a line and it goes from 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So my suggestion is that you do, yeah, that's right, Shiraz. Okay, so once you've done that, we are now going to plot our box and whisker plot. So let's just mark off where our values are, our key values, or our 5-number summary. The 3 is probably about here. And there's our 4. And the 7 will go there. And that's 10. And that's 12. So now above the 3, you start and you make a line that's about that long. And you do that for each of the data values. And draw with a ruler. Unfortunately, I don't have a ruler with this electronic pen, but you must draw with a ruler. Make sure everything is straight. And once you've made those lines, we are going to draw a box around the the lower quartile, the median, and the upper quartile. We're not using 4.5. We are just using the 5-number summary. Only the 5-number summary goes onto the box and whisker plot. Okay, and then you connect your box with the 2 outside values. So those become your whiskers. Okay, so just give me a thumbs up in the chat if you're happy with drawing your box and whisker plot. Good stuff. Nice, alrighty. So now we're gonna try another one. I totally agree, Shiraz. Box and whisker plot. The Afrikaans name for this thing is even funnier because it's almost like a literal translation.
No, man, but now you've got to tell us what it is, because I don't know what it is in Afrikaans.
I wasn't sure if anyone would actually want to know what the Afrikaans, but it's a mond en snor diagram. Mond en snor diagram. It's just
sure.
like, if we translate that directly, it's a mouth and mustache diagram.
I like that one better. I like that one better.
Yeah, mouth and mustache, box and whisker, mond and snor. There we go. Right, guys, so here's another one for you to try. Okay, we've got about 3 minutes for this one, so let's check back in at 18:35. Okay, Watobe, you have a question? Go for it. Oh, Watobe's gone. Okay. I'm looking for a mustache emoji, but there doesn't seem to be one. I know. Okay, now grade 10s, remember, we have to arrange from smallest to biggest, but also in this instance, oh, no problem, Molly. Yeah, definitely. Also, in this instance, we have an even number of data values. I'm helping you along a little bit by arranging the data. Okay, and as soon as you have it, sorry, I'm reading the chat and I'm trying to speak. There's so much happening in the chat. As soon as you have your 5-number summary, pop it in the chat. Yeah, so if you are a little bit confused, just pay attention to what's happening now. We're going to do the same thing again. Those of you who are ready to do it on your own, give it a go. If you're not ready yet, then just hang tight and listen to the explanations that are coming. If you don't know how to draw the graph, then at least try and do your 5-number summary. So your 5-number summary, a reminder for those of you who might have forgotten already, is your min, your max, the median, the lower quartile, or Q1, and the upper quartile, Q3. Our min is 15. Yes. Yes, Anu, ask your question or type it in the chat. Remember, we now have an even number of data values. So starting off with the median, we are already going to have to take the median as these two values here and average them out. Yes, Monica.
Then with this one, when finding the median, are we going to take 21 plus 15 over 2 to find the median?
21 plus 19, yes, that's right.
Plus 19 over 2.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I think we can all settle on the min is 15, the max is 30. Min and max, those are the easy ones because it's literally just your lowest number and your highest number. Your median, because we have even number of data values, we now have to take the middle two values and divide them by 2. Add them and divide them by 2. Yes, and the median should be 20. Okay, now 20 sits here. So when you divide your data in half, that's where the split must be. So we're going to look at this as the lower half. And this is the upper half. So we're actually now going to include the 19 in the lower half and the 21 in the upper half. So in the lower half, that gives us again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 data values, which means we have to take these middle two to work out the lower quartile. So 17 plus 18 divided by 2. Yeah, so the lower quartile is 17.5. Ms. Kaka, would you mind answering Anu? Yes, you shouldn't be using your laptop calculator. You should be using your scientific one. Laptop calculator, no good. Okay, so for upper quartile, we're going to go 22 plus 25 divided by 2. And that is 23,5. Okay, have we got it, everyone? All Watobians? Now draw your box and whisker plot. Yeah, so that's very important. When you draw your box and whisker plot, you have to make sure that it is to scale, okay? So you have to look at your data. So for instance, here it's 15, 17.5, 20, 23, and 5. So maybe you want to draw from 10 to 35 and make every 1 centimeter 5 units on your ruler. But you have to choose a scale, and it has to be to scale. Yeah, the reason we are now adding together values and dividing by 2 is because of this even number of data values. It just changes things a little bit. It's nothing major. We just have to now keep taking the middle 2 data values each time for the median, for the lower quartile, and for the upper quartile. Now, I know some of you use a formula for this. If you know how to work with the formula, that's fine. But otherwise, you can just use logic like we do it over here. I'm not a fan of those formulas. I think I've said it before, just because what you're actually calculating is the position of each number. And if you don't know how to interpret your answer, everything just goes wrong. So, okay. So here's our box and whisker plot. Put a thumbs up in the chat if that's what you got. Thumbs up if you got it right. So there's our low value. Here's the 30. Okay, so you should have a very definite little box with a very long whisker on the right and a shorter whisker on the left. Isa's got a bit of both. Okay, excellent. Yeah, and then this is your median value. And this is your Q1 and Q3. Okay. Right, so we're going to move away from drawing them and this time just interpreting them and reading information off. Okay, just pop your answers in the chat. Have a look at the box and whisker plot, and it says this box plot shows some information about the weights of tomatoes grown by a farmer. So pop your answer in the chat. What is the maximum weight of a tomato? 180, that's right. The max is here at 180. And then what is the minimum weight? I want to see a lot more answers, Watobians. Remember that thing about participation? It's all about participation. Is about 70, 80. Wow, Ms. Coco, we've got 80 people here. There's about 80 people in the class. We should get 80 answers. Well done, okay? There, people are waking up. Okay, so that's 180. And what is the minimum weight? 80. What is the lower quartile? Pop it in the chat. 100, yes. Okay, easy peasy. And what is the upper quartile? The upper quartile is 140. Right, we're ready for question E. What is the interquartile range? $40, $120, $20. Okay, let's settle on an answer. It will be 140 minus 100, and that is 40. Okay, so that's your interquartile range. Okay, some true or false questions. Let's see how well we understood this. A group of people took an English test. Here is some information about the scores they obtained. Which of the statements are true? Okay, so I'm going to give you about 2 minutes to read and think about this. And in about 2 minutes, I'll call for answers and then you put your answers in, okay? But first read, come up with an answer for each of the 5 statements. I'm going to number them. Makes it easier. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and I'm going to call on some people to answer, like really answer with their voices. So let's see who's ready. Okay, so Miss Coco, please assist me with the getting people to answer. Let's see if it works. Okay, 2 minutes, and then we're gonna do a bit of cold calling.
Ma'am, what's the question for number 4? I'm just noticing. If it says most people pass the test, what was the pass mark?
Oh, good question. Let's make the pass mark 50. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so most people pass the test. Let's say the pass mark is 50. Okay, right, let's go. Let's see. Put your hand up if you want to answer question 1. Hands up. Okay, Monica's going to kick us off. Let's hear Monica.
Then I'm saying false.
False. Okay.
Yes.
Why do you say false?
Ma'am, no. Ma'am, it's true.
It's
Because
true. Okay, so now you've changed your mind.
Ma'am, because I'm only seeing it now. Because the line after 80 is the maximum line. So meaning 100 people took the paper. Yes.
Okay, let's be careful though, because this only shows the scores, okay? What the minimum score was, the maximum score, etc. So 100 people took the test. Anyone else want to venture a guess? Anyone else? Let's see. Got some hands. Finally. Okay, I'm gonna ask Miss Masire. Is it Masire? Karabu?
I think it's Karabu. I just think, yeah,
Karabu? What do you think? I don't know. I can't hear you much. I'm so sorry. I think your internet is quite choppy. Can we go to Ndamulelo? Ndamulelo, you can answer. Okay, I'm not getting an answer from those guys. All right, well, this one is false. Okay, a box and whisker plot doesn't show us anything about number of people or number of data values we have. We only get information about how the scores are distributed. Thanks, Shiraz. So why didn't you put your hand up? So there is no way for us to know how many people actually participated in this test. We can only tell what their scores were and how their scores were spread out, but that's about it. Okay, right. The lowest score is 28. I think that is quite, I don't know how to put my hand up. I think that is quite easy to see that that is true. Okay, and the highest score was 80. Who wants to give an answer? Let's put our hands up. Or pop it in the chat. Mugeti says it's true. Isa, you've got an answer. Go for it.
Hi, ma'am.
Hi.
I said that this is true. Oh no, sorry. I said it's false. I said it's false.
Yes, it is false. Why is it false?
Because that's the median of the higher scores.
Yes, 80 is the upper quartile. That's right. Okay. Most people pass. Thanks for that, Isa. Well done. Most people pass the test if the pass mark is 50. Linda Kuchle, you want to answer on your first lesson?
I said true.
True. Most people most people pass the test. The pass mark is 50. Okay, you say true. Why do you say it's true?
Because they got an average more than 50, ma'am.
Okay, so the median, the middle mark, is 60. Some people are saying it's positively skewed above 50. What do you think, Ms. Coco? You're on mute.
I agree, because if you look at, and I agree with the positively skewed, so our median is more towards the higher mark than it is towards the lowest mark, because our minimum is 28 and our maximum is 90, but our median is like at 60. So that means a lot of the kids will have gotten above 60 more than they would have 28. So I agree with Lilubushe. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And then the last one, the average score was 60. One last chance. People say true. True. Yes, it was true. The average, guys, the mean score, 60. Is the mean score 60? How can we calculate the mean if we don't know? Yes, Anamika, it's false. Quirin also says it's false. Yeah, Fumisa, exactly. How can we calculate the mean if we don't know how many people actually took the test? So 60 is not the average. 60 is the median, the middle score. Well, is the median. Yeah. Okay. So we cannot calculate the mean from this. Yeah, people are getting confused with the mean and the median. We cannot calculate the mean because we can't tell how many people actually took the test. Okay, right, Ms. Coco, that's it from my side this evening. Thanks, everyone. Well done. Well done to those of you who answered in the chat or put your hand up. It's really, really good to see. And I'll see you again on Thursday.